of the flag. Please remain standing and welcome Ava Porta, 5th grade student at Taylor Mills Elementary School in Manalapan, for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please welcome the singing of the national anthem by jazz vocalist and recording artist Melissa Walker of Montclair.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. And oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the
Honor guards dismiss. Everyone, please take your seats.
As we approach the nation's 250th anniversary, New Jersey As we approach the nation's 250th anniversary, New Jersey is getting ready to take center stage in the story of the American Revolution.
In December of 1776, America was at a crossroads. Only months after declaring independence, our new nation was facing almost insurmountable obstacles. A string of defeats had decimated the Continental Army, and public morale was low. But it was here in New Jersey that the tide changed.
It was here, at the battles of Trenton and Princeton, that George Washington's troops changed the course of history. It was here that a barely realized nation showed it could defy the odds and win. It was here that hundreds of battles and skirmishes raged, more than any other state.
It was here where fierce ideological battles involving politics, economics, and culture played out during 8 long years of conflict. It was here where independent-minded people with diverse backgrounds and conflicting beliefs struggled, not only to survive, but to forge a new nation.
Their stories, their hardships, ingenuity, and tenacity transcend the fabric of history. New Jersey's revolutionary experience is one where all Americans can see themselves in our past, present, and future.
This is why New Jersey is known as the crossroads of the American Revolution. The 250th anniversary of our nation's founding offers an historic opportunity to come together, share our stories, re-examine and reaffirm our values, and continue to work toward a more perfect union. There's no better place to do this than where America found its footing.
New Jersey is taking its place in the story of the American Revolution as an essential destination for heritage tourism, as a model for teaching about our history in all its complexity, and as a center for confronting the issues we still face as a nation. With its revolutionary past and richly diverse present, New Jersey is ideally suited to lead the way in facing the crossroads of today and the future.
New Jersey is already in the process of preparing for the 250th anniversary of the American Revolution. We want everyone to be a part of the commemoration because there's a place for everyone in our revolutionary story.
Your support will help us create a powerful experience for Garden State residents and visitors from around the nation and the globe. That's because New Jersey's role in the founding of our nation is a story that not only shapes our present, but inspires our future.
Please welcome 8th grade student of John Adams Middle School in Edison, Malay Gupta.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Malay Gupta. I just turned 13 on October 22nd. I live in Edison, New Jersey, and I am a proud 8th grader at John Adams Middle School in Edison. I'm here today with my mother, Asha Gupta, father, Praful Gupta, and brother, Pranay Gupta. Last year, I participated in America 250's essay contest, which asked students across our country to respond to the prompt, what does America mean to you? As one of the first place winners, I would like to thank America 250 for providing me an opportunity to participate in the contest. And I am so excited to be here today to read you my essay. What does America mean to you? America is often described as the country of immigrants. Immigrants and immigration always played a crucial part in American history. This immigration established a very diverse population and cultures on this land. I am Malay Gupta, an Indian descendant born in America. This is quam perfectum combination as I can hold my roots and values at the same time. I can soar in my life as I am footed on the land of opportunity. People migrated to America seeking freedom of worship, avoid war to fulfill their basic needs, and some were even forced to migrate. But my parents migrated at a time of rapid change, sparked by technology advancement and innovation. Being extremely progressive mindset, they wanted to upgrade their life proportional to their abilities. To me, being an American means I have freedom of speech, liberty to choose my life path, and have equal rights. I can reach and achieve my dreams. I can follow my sacred religion freely. My religion is getting immense respect from other cultures around me. In America, we help each other grow to make each other grow and share ideas to develop a richer society. I am proud to see myself encircled by an immense amount of natural resources, abundant opportunities, beautiful architecture, and kind-hearted people. Each generation adds to this society, and in the society I am well accepted and raised to grow with my full potential. I learned that there are no shortcuts to hard work. I learned from my hard-working parents and surrounded by the best opportunities to achieve my dreams. I end my thoughts with a beautiful quote by Coretta Scott King. Freedom is never really won. You have to earn it and win it in every generation. Thank you.
Please welcome Governor Phil Murphy.
Let's hear it one more time for both Eva Porta and Malay Gupta. Wow. And a belated happy birthday, Malay. Good morning, everyone. It is an honor to welcome you all to this hallowed ground, as you can see, as we come together to celebrate New Jersey's reputation as the crossroads of the American Revolution. Over the next 2 years, as we approach the 250th anniversary of our nation's creation, we have a chance to show the world what we as New Jerseyans have always known to be true. And it is a truth that can be summed up in a simple phrase that was on the screen as we came in. New Jersey, revolutionary in 1776 and ever since. For nearly 250 years, our great Garden State has distinguished itself as the land of liberty and prosperity. We are the proud home to generations of dreamers, trailblazers, and problem solvers. And above all, we are a state that draws strength from our diversity. So this morning, as we come together to celebrate our state's crucial role in the American story, I'm honored to be joined by a number of folks who embody the very best of New Jersey. First of all, one more time for our wonderful Continental Army reenactors and to the Washington Crossing Fife and Drums. I also want to thank the phenomenally talented from the People's Republic of Montclair, Melissa Walker. And to a cavalcade of elected officials here today. First up is my partner in government, the one and only New Jersey Lieutenant Governor and Secretary of State, Tahisha Way. I also want to thank Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman, not only for being with us today, but for serving as a commissioner on the U.S. Semi-Quincentennial Commission. Bonnie, welcome. Say that 5 times fast. And to all the elected officials, a bipartisan group of legislators led by the Speaker of the General Assembly, Craig Coughlin, Tom Arnone and team Monmouth County, the Manalapan team, and to each and every one of you, an honor to be here. A bunch of cabinet members, members of our administration, the First Lady of the great state of New Jersey, Tammy Murphy. She slipped me a 20 to say her name. Sarah Curitan, who is the ED of the New Jersey Historical Commission, and Carrie Fellows, who is the Executive Director of Crossroads of the American Revolution. Is Mark Diano here? Yes. Where are you, Mark? So I want to give Mark and, in absentia, Patrick Murray a shout-out, because right when I got elected governor, you guys came to me and said, this just in, New Jersey's story in the American Revolution is dramatically undertold, and we lose a lot of ground to both Massachusetts and Pennsylvania. And I love both of those places. I want to say, Mark, those days are over. Good to have you, man. And finally, and certainly last but not least, again, I want to underscore and give a shout out to those 2 incredible young New Jerseyans who are proving that our future is in very good hands. Eva Porter, who led us this morning in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Great job, Eva. And Malay Gupta, who spoke from the stage a few moments ago. You should consider each of you running for this office, because everybody else is. Just making sure you're paying attention. As we all, back to Malay for a second, as we all had a chance to hear, Malay wrote an incredible award-winning essay on what America means to him. And you heard him say this, but as part of that response to that profound question, Malay expressed a sentiment that I think is especially relevant this morning. And again, you heard it, but I want to repeat. I quote him, "In America, we help each other to make each other grow and share ideas to develop a richer society." Now, though that is a fundamental American principle, it is one that has always shined brightest right here in the great Garden State, because the story of New Jersey is the story of our people banding together to revolutionize the world for the better. It's the story, as we all know, of George Washington leading the Continental Army across the icy waters of the Delaware River so they could save the American Revolution from being extinguished by the British. It's the story of the state's innovators working together within the halls of places like Bell Labs and Menlo Park or Princeton University or Rutgers or you name it, to pioneer technological breakthroughs from the light bulb to the transistor, all of which have reshaped our world. And it is the story of cultural icons like Whitney Houston or Bruce Springsteen, who got their start in churches and concert halls across New Jersey and who, with the support of their community, went on to change the world of the arts and music specifically forever. So these are the stories of New Jerseyans of every color, creed, and culture uniting together to redefine what is possible. And in my view, that is our state's quintessential quality, because here in New Jersey, we have always stood strongest when we stand together. And that enduring legacy of finding strength in unity stretches all the way back to the days of the American Revolution. So today, as we launch New Jersey's official commemoration of America's 250th anniversary celebration, let us seize this opportunity to prove that we are the essential destination for discovering the spirit of the American Revolution. After all, it is here in New Jersey where more military engagements took place during the Revolutionary War than in any other state in the nation. And that includes the longest and hottest one-day battle of the entire war, what happened right here in this park, the Battle of Monmouth. And New Jersey was also a home away from home for President George Washington, who spent a quarter of his time as Commander-in-Chief, living and fighting within our state's borders. In fact, President Washington's wartime headquarters in Morristown is not just your average historic site, it is our nation's first ever National Historic Park. So the bottom line is the roots of the American Revolution are planted deep in the soil of the Garden State. And that is exactly why our administration is investing tens of millions of dollars into preserving historic treasures, like the Craig House, which is just steps away from where we are standing today, or the old barracks right next to the state capitol in Trenton, or Boxwood Hall in Elizabeth. And these are just a few examples of how our nation's story began in large part right here in New Jersey. Because at just about every corner of our state, you will find traces of the American Revolution. And over the next 2 years, we're going to come together to uncover those traces of history. So for those of you watching at home, consider this your invitation to join us in this Jersey and go to revnj.org. Again, that's revnj.org. With interactive events like Tavern Talks or the Revolution NJ Race Series, which we launched right here in Manalapan back in August. Our state's leaders are working collaboratively and creatively to shine a light on New Jersey's past as well as our future. And there is so much more exciting programming to come, because in the run-up to 2026, as people travel across the globe to visit our state and learn more about the crucial role that we played in the war for independence, they will discover that New Jersey is not just home to revolutionary history. We are to this day the birthplace for revolutionary possibilities. From our eclectic culinary landscape to our leadership in emerging industries like clean energy and generative artificial intelligence, to our steadfast reputation as one of the most diverse states in the nation, New Jersey is where the future is being built. And as we lead the world into the future, we will always stay true to the core values that have defined us since the very beginning. The very same values that Millay described in his essay, a commitment to helping each other grow and to working together to make our society richer for everyone. So today, as we gather during the final days of one of the most consequential elections in our nation's history, let us reaffirm our commitment to those timeless and quintessential values. Let us continue standing together as one big New Jersey family. And as we approach the 250th anniversary of our nation's founding, let us show the world that here in New Jersey, the revolution that began back in 1776 never ended. It lives on in the hearts and minds of the New Jerseyans who are blazing a trail toward our shared future, a future that is big enough and bright enough for all of us. So thank you so much to all of you for being here today for this launch, and may God continue to bless the great state of New Jersey and the United States of America.
Please welcome Lieutenant Governor and Secretary of State Tahisha Way.
Okay. Good morning, good morning. It's wonderful to gather for the big 250 anniversary of the American Revolution Commemoration launch. This milestone recognition has been in the works so long that one of the questions Governor Murphy asked me in my interview for the job of Secretary of State was, can you, Tahisha, pronounce the word semi-quincentennial? Y'all hear that I can, so that's why I'm here. So thank you to our great Governor Murphy, First Lady Murphy, and the entire administration for recognizing that the semi-Q is a top priority and supporting it with the necessary resources and attention. And to all the dignitaries here, thank you for coming, and a special thanks to Carrie Fellows, Executive Director at Crossroads of the American Revolution, and to her entire staff for their relentless work on this initiative. Now, as Secretary of State, I am proud to lead a department that includes the New Jersey Historical Commission, led by our wonderful Executive Director, Sarah Curitin, who I must too shout out for her and her team's leadership with Rev and Jay. Can we show some applause? Yes. Moreover, can we truly clap it up for my other Department of State portfolios, the Cultural Trust, Archives, Travel and Tourism, Council on the Arts, and the Museum, who are all working tirelessly on making the anniversary inclusive and engaging. So, since 2018, all hands on deck have been working to make sure it is known that revolutionary history isn't just American history, it is New Jersey's history. That's why we are highlighting the diversity of the stories we'll tell. The idea that it isn't just about battlefields, but about the lives of all of those living and working in the middle of this war. We're talking about the women, the children, free and enslaved Black people, indigenous people, those who may not show up in the history books, but whose stories do tell us something about their lives or reflect something we still experience or witness today. I'm talking about those such as Sha'us Kakung, better known by his English name, Bartholomew Calvin, a Lenape, who served as a scout and interpreter for the Continental Army. I'm also talking about Ann Cooper Whitehow, a Quaker, who converted her home into a hospital for the sick and the infirm, and Oliver Cromwell, a free man of African, Native American, and European heritage, who risked it all fighting for our country and who had not yet gotten and received the promises of the Declaration of Independence. And that's just a few names. This goes without saying that this is a once-in-a-generation opportunity for the Garden State to be widely recognized and visited for its significance during the American Revolution and how the events, challenges, and ideas of that time continue to help us build the more perfect union. So, thank you all for joining us today. I actually have my 10-year-old who's off from school today. This is her field trip, so thank you, Malay. She was taking some notes, okay? You helped this little girl out. Indeed, the planned efforts to meet this special moment reflect the rich diversity interwoven into the fabric of our state and make it so we can all see ourselves in this cherished shared history. So let's keep up the momentum, y'all, and join the revolution. As our governor said, go to revnj.org. Thank you so much, and God bless each and every one.
Please welcome Congresswoman Bonnie Watson Coleman from the 12th Congressional District of New Jersey.
Thank you. Thank you, and still good morning. It is good to be here. Just as an aside, listening to our governor and our lieutenant governor, I was reminded of the fact that when I first became a member of the commission, I said to the commissioners, I'm here to make sure that New Jersey and the capital of New Jersey come before the comma as we discuss what's happening and what's going to happen in this celebration. So as you know, I'm Bonnie Watson Coleman, and not only do I have the blessing and honor of being a member of Congress representing this great state, but particularly 12th Congressional District, I'm also the New Jersey member who is on the semi-quincentennial commission, along now with Reggie Brown from New Jersey. As one of the original 13 colonies, New Jersey will definitely play a vital role in marking this historic moment. And as a member of the commission, I'm so excited to help New Jersey show the rest of this country why we're known as the crossroads of the American Revolution. In Congress, we've helped secure funding for the semi-quincentennial, there it is, grant program, which will help restore and preserve sites listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Since the program was established, New Jersey cities have received over $4.4 million to restore sites like the old barracks in Trenton, the old Dutch parsonage in Somerville, and Washington Crossing. In fact, grants and thankfulness to them from the National Park Service, and with the partnership of this governor who's put it up early on behalf of New Jersey, we've been able to secure $7.5 million for the construction of the state-of-the-art visitor center at the site of the General Washington's famous crossing of the Delaware in Trenton, New Jersey. So much of the story of our nation's founding took place right here in New Jersey. The battles of Trenton, Princeton, and Monmouth were all significant developments in the Revolution, but are often left out of the common story. In fact, more than 200 battles and skirmishes occurred here in the state of New Jersey during the American Revolution. I'm also excited that we'll have the opportunity to tell the stories that are often missing from history books, some of which the Lieutenant Governor mentioned. For example, here at the Battle of Monmouth, Molly Pitcher was a water carrier, bringing water to exhausted troops in 100-degree weather. When her husband fell, she took his place in the artillery. Her actions earned her the honorary title of sergeant by General Washington following that battle. Not 30 miles from here, when Washington crossed the Delaware to surprise the Hessians in the Battle of Trenton, his troops were ferried across the icy river by the racially integrated Marbleheads. headers from Massachusetts. By the end of the war, fully 1/4 of our troops were either black or indigenous. These are the stories that need to be told in the coming years, and I'm glad to work with Governor Murphy and the governors across this nation to ensure that America's full story is told, and that the young and the old, and those of all races and hues and sentiments and issues get to know the story of this great country. So by doing this, we can enter the next 250 years of our nation's great story with the full understanding and appreciation for the diverse contributions of those during the Revolutionary War and for the purpose of the freedom that war was to bring this country and to ensure ad infinitum. Thank you and God bless.
Please welcome back reenactors of the Continental Army for the retirement of the colors. This concludes today's ceremony. Please join us outside for a performance by the Washington Crossing Fifes and Drums.